She opened one, looked at it, didn't like it, threw it aside, then opened another. Same thing, and another, like it didn't matter, like it wasn't waste, like someone else would just deal with it. That's when I realized she wasn't just being picky. She genuinely didn't care. So by the end of breakfast, I made sure she tasted exactly what that attitude looked like. If you ever been around someone who wastes things without a second thought, food, time, effort, hit like, subscribe, because this story proves one thing. Sometimes the smallest lessons are the most unforgettable. This happened years ago, but it stuck with me because it was one of those moments where you see someone clearly for who they are, not in some dramatic way, just in small choices. I was out for breakfast with a friend. Let's call her Natalie. We'd known each other for a while. Not best friends, but close enough to grab food, talk about life, and enjoy a quiet morning. The kind of casual friendship that works until it doesn't. The place we went to was one of those cozy local diners. Warm lighting, the smell of toast and coffee in the air, soft chatter from other tables. Simple, comfortable. On the table, there was a little tray with those tiny sealed jelly cups. Different flavors stacked together. Grape, orange marmalade, strawberry, the usual, nothing special. Just there for anyone who wanted them. Our food came out pretty quickly. Eggs, toast, coffee. Normal. We started eating, talking about random things, work, plans, nothing serious. Then Natalie reached over and grabbed one of the jelly cups. She peeled it open, looked inside, paused and set it down. Didn't use it, didn't taste it, just opened it and moved on. I watched it for a second, thought maybe she changed her mind. No big deal. Then she reached for another one, opened it, looked, same reaction, slight frown, set aside. Now there were two open containers just sitting there, untouched. That's when something small in my chest tightened. Not anger, not yet, just discomfort, because it wasn't accidental. It wasn't curiosity. It was careless. She reached for a third one. That's when I finally said something. You know the flavor's written on top, right? She paused mid-motion, looked at the lid, then at me. You don't have to open them to check. I added, keeping my tone light, not accusing, just pointing it out. For a second, I thought maybe she'd laugh it off. Maybe say, oh yeah, didn't notice. Instead, she just shrugged, put the one in her hand back, then started scanning the labels properly this time until she found strawberry. Opened it. Used that one. Like nothing had happened. I glanced at the two open ones sitting there. Perfectly good. Now useless. And I said it. Quietly. That's kind of wasteful. She didn't even look up. Just spread the jam on her toast and said, it's not my problem. That line stuck. Because it wasn't about jelly anymore. It was about mindset. That idea that if something is small, if it's not directly affecting you, then it doesn't matter. The waitress would clean it. The restaurant would throw it away. End of story. Conversation moved on, but something had shifted for me. Every little thing she did after that felt louder. The way she left food half finished. The way she pushed her plate aside without thinking. It wasn't intentional cruelty. It was worse. It was indifference. We finished eating. I still had a piece of toast left. I wasn't really hungry anymore. Natalie, on the other hand, leaned back and said, I'm going to take the leftovers. Of course. The waitress came by, asked if we needed a box. Natalie said yes, then stood up. I'm going to run to the restroom, she said casually. Can you pack it up? I smiled. Yeah, sure. And just like that, the moment presented itself. I sat there for a second, looking at the table, the plates, and those two open jelly cups. Grape, orange marmalade, both untouched, both wasted, unless they weren't. I picked up my piece of toast. Slow, deliberate. Then I took the first jelly, spread it across the bread. Thick, sticky, sweet. Then the second one, layered right on top. Different color, different smell, mixing together in a way that clearly wasn't meant to. It didn't look appetizing. It looked confused, exactly like the decision that created it. I closed the container, packed everything neatly, like nothing was wrong. By the time Natalie came back, everything was ready, clean, organized, perfect. She grabbed the box, thanked me, and we left. No drama, no confrontation, just quiet execution. Later that day, I got a message. Short, that jam combo was weird. I stared at the screen for a second, then smiled slightly, because that was the point. Not to hurt, not to embarrass, just to reflect something back to her. You don't check? You don't care? You waste without thinking? Then this is what that looks like. No shouting, no argument, just one small, controlled decision. She didn't get angry. She didn't explode. She just noticed. And sometimes that quiet realization hits harder than any confrontation. People think small actions don't matter. A little waste here, a little carelessness there. But those habits say a lot. And sometimes the best way to show someone the impact of what they do is to let them experience it themselves. If you ever dealt with someone like this, drop a comment. Would you have done the same? And subscribe for more real, satisfying, low-key revenge stories.